Hi, this is Jeanette Barnes. How are you today? I'm trying to get everybody set up here. We're in a different location today. So hopefully everybody can see and hear me. What we're doing today is brush care. Some people use their fingers to apply makeup, and the little applicators that come with, eyeshadows and stuff, or they'll use their fingers for it. Some of us use brushes in addition to our fingers. So what I wanted to do today with you all is to go over brush care. And actually, I'm going to start with a brush that is not for makeup. I'm going to start with the hairbrush. Now, keeping our brushes cleaned out is very important. You'll see, let me just go over these. Yeah, so I don't know if you could see when I'm showing it to you. You see how much stuff is in this brush? To me, that's a lot of stuff to have in a brush. However, I have seen other ladies' brushes that are compacted all the way up to the top. I asked to use somebody's brush one time. I asked if anybody had a brush that I could please use. And it was full of hair and bed shed. Bed shed is the little cotton balls from sleeping on our pillowcases that accumulate. So the first thing I want to do is stress how important it is to keep your hairbrushes clean. Because like we've washed our hair, we're getting ready, and then we got this brush full of crud. And it just redeposits in our hair. So let's not do that. Okay, I don't know if everyone can see. I'm going to try to move my sink thing here. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this rat tail comb and I'm going to run it between all the bristles. I don't know, can you see that hair coming up? Yeah. There we go. So we want to make sure we keep our brushes cleaned out. This one, actually not a lot is coming up. I'm just going to pull that out. Alright. Got a little fuzz there. And then I'm going to clean going the other direction. Sometimes the hair will still be bunched up around the bristles. You'll see that. So you might want to use the tail end of your rat tail to clean those out and clean them off. Another thing that you can do is you make yourself a pot of hot water, and I would put some disinfectant in it as well, because brushes do need to be disinfected from time to time. And then once you get the brush down in that water, let it steep in there for a few minutes before you pull it out. And then that will make it easier. You grab a washcloth and begin scrubbing that off so that your bristles will be clean again. Okay. I have one more brush here. Let's see, hairbrush. Let's see if this one, yeah, this one has boar bristles. So, they're vegan boar bristles, so meaning they're boar style. I don't know, you might be able to see that one better, where the hair is coming up. You want to keep this stuff cleaned out of your brush as much as possible. Oh, hi, kitty cat. What you doing? You can also take your comb and work it down between the bristles. The one thing about this, if you have a brush that has laminated tips. The tips could come off, so you want to be careful doing that. Alright, so these two I am going to make a pot of water for later on today. We also want to keep our combs cleaned out, so I'm going to run some water and get that gook from out of the comb. Alright, so the next thing, let's move on to actually cleaning our brushes. The first thing you're going to need is a towel. I hope everyone can see that. So, I have quite a number of brushes to wash with you today. I don't think we'll wash them all together. I just want you to get the gist. So I'm taking this towel, and you'll notice that I'm rolling it. This is going to provide a base for the brush handle to rest on while it's drying. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put this on the sink. I mean, the table. Just give me a moment, please. Okay. Now we want to make our water. Get our water going. And they have brush cleaners on the market. They have some that are liquids. They have soap bars. Those are good. Sometimes if I don't, I use this Sunmark Antiseptic Skin Cleanser. And the reason that I use that is because especially if we're going to be using our brushes on other people, we want them to be sterile. So, okay, that water feels pretty decent. Alright, right now this is the only one I have, but it is a brush cleaner. Let me show you over here, Instagram, Facebook. So, this helps get in between the grooves of the bristles. So, my cats are going wild back there. Alright. I gotta make that a little cooler. We don't want cold, but we definitely don't want stinging hot. Okay, that's about lukewarm. Alright. So, I know some people that they throw their brushes into the sink and just let the water start running, and so the water is all over them. That's not actually good for your brushes and as far as longevity. You want to just wet the bristles. Alright. So that bristle's wet. Now I have my scrubby, and I'm going to put a little drop of the antiseptic cleanser on it. And I'm going to start swirling the brush. This one is my contour brush. I'm going to start swirling my brush across it. Okay. Oh, I can't believe we're already at 8 minutes. Sometimes if I don't have this, whatever I use to clean my face is what I will use to clean my brushes. But especially if I'm planning on doing other people's makeup, I make sure to have this antiseptic cleanser because it is sterilizing. Okay. I should have showed you that brush before as far as how dirty it was before I started scrubbing. But if you take a look now, you can see that it's very clean. Alright, so I want to place this brush out of the way. Another thing, you don't want to pull. Oh, no, that's not all out. You don't want to pull on your brush bristles, you just want to gently massage them because you can start pulling those bristles out. Okay. Gently. All right. Yeah, there we go. There's one. They're racing through here. Racing through here. All right, let's see. Maybe you can see this one. All right. Once again, our scrubby. Now they do have mats that you can lay in the bottom of the sink and that are much bigger. I just haven't bought one yet. Ooh, see all that? See that? That's how much foundation is coming out of this brush. Okay. Oh man, it is just a running. So if you dye your hair at home, you know it tells you to rinse till you run clear. That's the same thing we're going to do here. I think my brush has a little stain on it, but we'll see. We don't know. That's one thing with that little pad is that you don't always get the entire surface. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know if you can see the foundation running out, but it is. All right. Okay. Put that up there. I'm going to do one more brush with you guys because I want this to be short. I'm going to get the head of the brush wet. I'll finish washing the rest of these on my own. I'm going to drop the plunger and start working that brush. Ah, this one doesn't have as much stuff in it. Okay. Alright, so now that, ooh, daddy, long legs. Look at that stuff flow. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to move everybody. So if you'll just give me a second, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to see what I need to do to have you guys all propped up and to see what you need to see. Alright, let's see. Hey, Dr. Pepper. Okay, I'm going to prop these up. Yeah, I can tell you can see my stove, but I don't think you can see the brushes. All right, let's come over here. All right, so prop this. What are you doing up on my table, baby? What you doing up on my table? Facebook, why don't you come over here? And Instagram, here. And now you can see my cat's behind, but you still can't see the brushes. So, let me see. Can I turn this camera around? Yes. All right, Instagram. You see how my brushes are laying? You see how my brushes are laying? They're laying at an angle. Facebook, how about you? Let's get you now. And let's see, can we turn the camera around? There's the camera turn around. All right, see how the brushes are laying on the towel and at an angle? And now, YouTube. You see how the 3 brushes are laying at an angle? So what this does is it gives your plate brushes, if everybody can hear and see me. Let's turn it around again. Okay, I'm gonna prop you up here. And Instagram, I'm gonna turn you around again. All right. And Facebook, I'm gonna turn you around again. All right. Now I think everybody can see me. I'm kind of leaning over the table, looking down at you guys at this point. But so laying the brushes at this angle, it allows them to dry and drip dry. When I've seen racks where you can buy their drying racks for your brushes, but the brush goes in this direction where it's pointing up. So what that does is it allows the leftover water to run down in here and separate and deteriorate the resin from the handle of the brush. And it also will start rotting your brush hairs down there so that you start experiencing shed. Those kind of racks really are just a gimmick to get you to buy new brushes. I wouldn't want you to have to do that. They are rather expensive. Even the cheap ones are expensive. So, again, point them at a downward angle on a towel that's rolled up so that the water that did manage to get into the base can run out of there. And it's going to be longer before you have to replace the brush. All right. I want to thank you all for your time. I hope you learned something from this lesson. I know I learned something the other day that I'm anxious to share with you on our next live, and it's about hyaluronic acid. Thank you.